Oscar-nominated actress Michelle Williams is back in the spotlight for My Week with Marilyn, her new film, which captures 7 revealing days in the life of one of history's greatest sex symbols. We just caught up with Williams here at the New York red carpet premiere, and she told us that this was a role of a lifetime.
I'm Michelle.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
This film captures an interesting little slice in Monroe's life.
Sure, it's when she was newly married to Arthur Miller and was in a phase of her life where she was making a bid to be a serious actress.
Was it nerve-wracking taking on the role of Marilyn Monroe? How does one capture the essence of an icon?
Oh boy, yeah, it was. You don't know. Essentially, you don't know. But you have to decide to start, really.
And you really look like her in the film. Her presence really comes across. You spent a lot of time preparing for this, right?
I did, but I was aided and abetted by a lot of very talented people. Jenny Shearcore did my makeup, and she's an incredible artist, and none of it would have been possible without her. And it was like that all the way along. I had a great director, I had great faces to stare into, so it wasn't a solo venture.
It must be daunting as an actor taking on a role like Sir Laurence Olivier.
It is daunting, but it's exciting, and because the script is affectionate about him, because it's funny about him, in theory it should have been a wonderful experience working with the world's greatest movie star, and it all goes wrong.
No, that was not the case, huh?
It was not the case. She didn't show up on time, which was a big problem for him. She was wonderful, which was a big problem for him because he didn't quite know how she was doing it. He couldn't help her. It was difficult, and yet she was kind of acting him off the screen at the same time, and he found that very, very alarming. And he didn't direct another movie for 20 years. He said that Marilyn was the reason. I think that was probably an exaggeration, but it was a turning point for him. He was 50 years old. He thought that she would renew and reinvent him. Instead, she sent him kind of mildly crazy.
Well, I hope you and Michelle Williams had a better experience making this film.
We certainly did, and do you know that intuitively the kind of rapport that I felt and shared with Michelle was so enjoyable as an actor. It was a kind of collaboration that was unusual because it was so sort of intuitive. We'd meet in the morning, we'd be outside, we'd have a cup of coffee, we'd go inside either side of the makeup trailer. She'd start to become Marilyn Monroe, I'd try and start to become Laurence Olivier. 2 hours later we'd look at each other, she'd become Marilyn Monroe, I'd become Laurence Olivier, and then another hour or two listening to the voices and looking at the video material, and then onto the set. And I think we both felt like the responsibility, the obligation, and the privilege of doing it all at one time.
Shall I be her? Marilyn.